Hey everyone, it's Ryan here with my second movie review. This is the second film I watched on Monday after watching American Assassin in the morning. I got a phone call from my friend saying that he had booked to go watch It with another friend of his, and it turns out he booked under me instead because we normally all go together. So I asked if I wanted to go along, so I ended up going along. I don't usually do horror films. It's not that I'm scared of them. It's just that normally they're so cliche that I just don't have an interest in them. But we went to go watch it, and I'm trying not to make so many it puns, but to me it was more funny than frightening. Like mainly because just the kids in it kept doing like insults towards each other and just stuff like that. It was just little bits just made me laugh more than anything. And with Pennywise, it was just sort of like his whole scare thing was mostly the same. Like it was just about the teeth and rah like that. And like with scaring the other kids, it was the same teeth problem. But yeah, it just wasn't that scary. It had like a few moments, like jumpy moments, but sort of that whole cliche of like everything's really silent and then all suddenly like that. But yeah, that being said, I think his name's Bill Skarsgård, who was Pennywise. Actually wasn't a bad Pennywise. I thought he was alright. There's just a lot of logic where the logic goes out the window. There's because the story is you have George in the little yellow raincoat who Pennywise first gets, and then it cuts to like a year later. Billy's still looking for him, assumes he's in the sewers still and all that stuff. Then one by one, Pennywise starts trying to extract the fear out of him. There's one bit with a slightly bigger kid. He's in the library reading, and the librarian like gives him a book. He's like, "Oh, you should be out in the city." He's just like, "I'd just like my book, please." That's what I like to do past time. He's like reading it, and then I noticed in the background she sort of turns and does this like really sinister grin, like this. It's just like really creepy. And I was just like, I literally went to my friend and was like, no, it's just a fucking creepy librarian in the background. Next time it cuts out. Because like, he starts reading the book and like, he gets to one bit and like every page just zooms in more. And she's sort of like slowly getting closer. And then, because it shows like in there's a head in the, like in one of the trees. Because apparently in this town something happens every 27 years. And that's what happens with, Pennywise, as he shows up every 27 years. It just happens to be this year that he shows up. The girl that plays Beverly, to me, looked a lot like Amy Adams as well, which sort of is like, because apparently this is just chapter 1, so there's going to be a chapter 2. If it's them grown up, they've got Beverly sorted already, can just easily be Amy Adams. Yeah, another logic thing was, I get, because the nice thing it shows is that it goes to each kid, but at like separate times. Like, it does 3 of them. Shows what they're scared of most and has them try and scare them so the kids get scared. And then it goes on to the next day, they're all just fine and everything. And then it gets Billy and 2 of the other ones. And then Billy starts to talk about it and the others go, yeah, I saw that too. It's like, you'd think, after seeing that, he would tell the other kids that you saw some shit, right? But I think, like, the way they filmed it was they probably filmed it all at the same time but then decided to separate it out because it would have been a bit awkward to have them all separately be scared by Pennywise. It's like, boy, he's moving quickly, isn't he? But yeah, and also it's like with that, like with scaring them, it's like you'd think after scaring them he would go after them, and like the kids start falling out. So there's a bit where they go to the mansion where he is, and like one by one he like traps them in different rooms. And like it's because they always stop and they go, oh, what's that over there? And you think all stick together, then they can't separate you. And there's a bit where Billy and the kid with the glasses go in one room, and there's Elliot, I think his name is, gets trapped outside. So Pennywise starts chasing him, makes him faint through the floor. He like breaks his arm. And after that, the kid with the glasses then hears something in the other room and walks that way, whilst Billy's trying to open the door to let Elliot back in. And you're just thinking, oh, you're an idiot, you're an idiot, you're an idiot. And obviously goes in, door closes behind him and all that stuff. Billy manages to get him out. Then they retreat from the house. Some falling out, and then they all come together again because Beverly gets kidnapped. And then as they go in, Billy goes, "We all need to stick together. The reason he overcame us last time was because we split up. We need to stick together." They find him, go down to a well, and then Billy basically sees George and fucks off by himself. I'm like, you literally just said stick together because he gets you when you're separate, and it's just like, you know. But yeah, there's a lot of things to go over. And you know, it's just like a lot of logic was just missing there, and I just didn't find it too scary. And the way like he started running towards him was a bit weird because he starts like doing this whole weird bobbly thing. Like, it's just like that just looked weird. It didn't like, it wasn't scary or anything. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I believe it has potential to be good, especially in the sequel. Just this one just wasn't that good. It had a few jumpy moments, but other than that, it was just like, it was a lot more like some of the characters were a lot more creepy than Pennywise was. There is one bit in it where he goes, like, he convinces the bully to kill his dad, or like his stepdad or something. And then from there, it cuts to Beverly with her, like, abusive father. Or abusive I believe it's abusive father. And then it cuts to Elliot with his mum trying to keep him inside. And I thought they were like other forms of Pennywise trying to like keep them in. But yeah, like I said, it's probably got a lot of potential. It's good for a start. Could have been better. But I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Let me know what you think of it if you've watched it. And I shall see you in the next one.